Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can make a player collect fruit or coins in a platformer game, 2D platformer game in Godot game engine. So let's get started. So here you can see I've just created a simple project and I have added some sprites as well, or png files or image files as well. This bananas or cherries is for fruit or coins. Okay, player is for our player and one for terrain, which is for our platform as well. So I'm doing it from start. I will try to make it as much production ready as possible from my side. So yeah, let's get started. So first I'll just create our player. So just click on this plus button. Here we select character body 2D, and inside that we'll just add a sprite 2D, and here I'll just add collision shape 2D as well. Okay, and inside sprite, let's just drag and drop this player. Now this will be different for you, so you'll have to change it accordingly. So here you can see there are a lot of different player states. So I'll just select this, I'll go to animation, and inside the total h frames are 19, and by default I'll keep the frame as 14. Okay, then I'll just add a camera as well to this. Let's just change the zoom value to 3 over here. Then let's just add an animation player as well. Okay, then inside animation player we need to add a few sets of animations. Again, this will differ for you, so I'll just add an idle animation. I will add a fall animation. We are not really using all these animations, but just for my own practice as well, I'm just doing this. I will do an hurt animation. I will just add a jump animation, and I will add a run animation as well. Okay, then let's just go it one by one. So for idle, we'll just make this as 0.3 seconds long, and here I'll just make it 0.1 seconds. Okay, then I'll just expand this a little bit. Then here I'll just enter value as. So let's first go to our collision shape, because I forget later on. So I'll just add a capsule shape for now. I'll just make it a little bit small and then move. I'll just select this, I'll move it over here. Okay, why is this not moving? Okay, command Z. Okay, I don't understand why it's not moving. I completely removed it. Let me add a capsule shape. Let me make it a little bit small. Okay, now it is moving. I don't know what happened the first time. I'll also name this as, this one as player. Command S or Control S to save, and save it. Okay, then inside idle animation it is 0.3. let's go to our sprite sheet, and here we'll change the value to 13 first. Okay, here I'll just make it as 13. Okay, then here I'll go to 0.1. I'll make this as 14. Okay, then I'll make this as 15, this as 16. Okay, so this is done. Now let's go to the fall animation. We'll make this as 0.1. we are not really using this, but yeah, I just want it for my own practice. I'll make this as 18. Okay, then let's go to hurt animation, and here I'll just make the value as 0.2, and here I'll just change it to level and 12. So I'll just change this to level, add it over here, and here I'll go to 0.1. So I'll just make this, I think I'll make this as 0.1. Okay, now it is 0.1. the hurt animation, right? Hurt animation is, so here I'll just make this as 12, and I'll add this as well. Then let's go to jump, and inside jump here we'll make it as 0.1, and here I'll just make this value as 17. Then let's go to run. I'll make this as 0.4. I'll make this as 0.1, and here I'll just make this value as 0. Add this, I'll make it as 1. I'll make it as 2 as well. Okay, and just make sure you loop this animation, as well as the idle animation also we want to loop it, and autoplay it as well, the idle animation because the starting animation. Okay, then let's just take an area 2D as well. We require this area 2D because we want this area 2D to collide with the area 2D of our fruit or coin. That's why if you want to give it some different name, you can do that as well. And here we'll just take a collision shape 2D. Okay, and here I'll just add this rectangle shape, and I'll just minimize this. It's up to you how you want to do it. I'll just keep it like this, Command S to save. Okay, then let's just go to project settings, and here I'll just search for 2D, go to 2D physics. In layer 1 we'll add it for platform, and layer 2 will be our player. I'll close this. I'll come over here inside the player collision. We'll uncheck this, we'll keep it this checked, then go to area 2D, go to collision, check this too, and uncheck this. Okay, Command S to save. Then let's just attach one script to this as well. I will write the script later on. Okay, then I'll just go back to 2D. I'll just open this, and I'll create a 2D scene, and here I'll just name it as game. Command S to save it, and here I'll just add tile map layer. Inside tile map layer you just need to go to new tile set, click on this, go to physics layer, add physics element, uncheck this one, then go to tile set. Here you just have to drag and drop it over here, click on yes. Okay, then just click on paint, select property editor, click on physics layer 0, just zoom in and select the ones which you want to paint, then go to tile map over here, select the one, and here now this happens to me all the times. So here you can see I'm moving my cursor, but it is not able to give me the tile maps. So anyways, we'll come back to this later on. This happens with me every single time, I don't know why. So I'm not able to paint it over here, as you can see. Let's go back, let's go to our coin or fruit, whatever you want to call it. So here we'll come back to that painting of platforms later on. So here I'll just add an area 2D. I'll name it as fruit, but in your case it can be coin as well. And inside that we'll just take a sprite 2D, and we also take a collision shape 2D as well. Okay, inside our sprite 2D we'll I think, sorry, not sprite 2D. I'll just remove this, just delete it, sorry about this. We need an animated sprite 2D because I have animations to this as well, that's why. If you don't, then you can take a sprite 2D. Then here go to animations, here click on new sprite frame, click over here, then click on this. Then here you can see I have two fruits, so it's up to you what you want to select. If you can have multiple as well. So I'll just select banana, I'll click on open, and let's see how many there are. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. Okay, I'll make this as 17, and on vertical I'll make it as 1. Select all, add 17 frames, and I can name this as banana. Okay, then I'll attach one script to this as well. If you want, you can add more what should you say, fruits to this itself, because in the script I will be loading it randomly. So suppose I have one more fruit. If you want, I can just show it to you. Click on this, and suppose I have cherries as well. Okay, I can click on this, I can select my cherries. So here it has already selected properly, so I'll just select, add 17 frames. If you want, you can just change this value to 10 as well, 10.0, sorry, not 19. Okay, 19, so 19. Anyways, it's up to you. I'll just make this as auto 10.0, and make sure it is autoplay. This is also autoplay and loop. Okay, okay, so I think by default we can only keep one autoplay, but make sure they are looping. So yeah, that's important. Then just do Command S to save. We'll just save our fruit, And let's come over here. Let's attach one collision shape as well. So here you can see I will just select this circle shape. I'll just something like this. Command S to save. Then come to our fruit. Important thing is inside collision you have to check this checkbox and disable this too. Then I have already attached one script to this as well. Now let's come back to our game. Let's see if we are able to paint it or not. Okay, still not able to paint it. So what I'll do is I will quit our Godot game engine and restart, and also I will write copy paste code which I already have for our fruit script as well as for our player script. One thing which I forgot was just go to your fruit. Okay, go to your node and just make sure you add this signal as well, connect. Okay, I'll come back to the script later on, but let's just go to our game. Let's see if we are able to paint it at least now. I'll just select this. Here you can see now I am able to paint it. So I'll just draw it like this. Command S to save. Then let's just go to our script. So here you can see inside our fruit script what I have done is I'm just adding a points. Okay, you can change this points to whatever you feel like. We are getting hold of our animated sprite 2D. Then inside the ready function as well, here we have an array. Okay, we are looping over all the animations which we have and just pushing it to this array, and then we are picking one entry from the array randomly and then adding it to our animation and just playing that animation. That's all there is to it. And inside our area entered, we are just doing queue free. So once our player enters this particular fruit, we want to destroy this player as well. And for our player script, if you see, we have assigned a class name of player. Here we are getting hold of our sprite 2D. Then we have assigned gravity, jump speed and run speed as well. Inside physics process, the velocity dot y is equal to gravity into delta if it is on floor, and if input action is UI up. So this action is present by default in Godot game engine. I have not added this action. So this is called once you press on the up arrow key, and these two are called once you press on the left and right arrow key. So here we are just moving the player. That's all we are doing over here. Okay, now let's just go to our game, and here just add our player first, and here is our player. Let's just move our player. Okay, over here, and we'll also add a fruit as well. So here is our fruit, and I'll just place it over here. Now let's just run this. Make sure your game scene is the root scene. Okay, now if I try to, here you can see the fruit is destroyed as soon as the fruit is picked up, as soon as the player enters the fruit area. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Thank you for watching. Bye.